Hello friends, good morning everyone. I'm Manisha. Welcome you all in Seva Samajik Vikas Sanstha Satara. Today in our English session we are going to discuss about the sentence improvement. Now what kind of question it is? Here in this section, look at the underlined part of each sentence. Below each sentence, there are given three possible substitutions for that underlined part like A, B and C. Now you require to find out the best option which can be used for that underlined part. Okay, if any one of A, B, C better than the underlined part, indicate your response against that corresponding letter. But if you find that these options are not suitable for that underlined part, then indicate option D, that is no improvement. So here means this question is like uh, finding the error like that it is sentence improvement. So let's see its example. See first sentence given here. When he heard the rhetorical speech of the leader, he was carried along by his enthusiasm. Friends, I would like to ask you, what is a rhetorical speech? Rhetorical means what? It's in figure of speech. You might have learned this kind of figure of speech. Rhetorical question means actually answer is not expected by this question. Speaker want that listeners should think according to his way, or he should follow his way of thinking, and with that intention this rhetorical type of question is asked. Now the underlined part is carried along. When he heard the rhetorical speech of leader, he was carried along by his enthusiasm. Carried along, it is not the phrase. Now, given phrases are carried aloft, carried down, and carried away. So, he was carried away by his enthusiasm. So for the first sentence, option C is the correct option. So carried away is the correct substitute for this underlined part, carried along. Now let's see the second sentence. After the heavy rain last week, the water in the lake raised another 2 feet. Now raise another 2 feet. If you will see the question sentence, first part of the sentence, after the heavy rains last week. So remaining part means after this comma, find out the tense of the sentence. The water in the lake rised another 2 feet. Rise. So ed is used to the sentence. Actually, the as per the requirement of the sentence must be in simple past tense. But rised is not the V2 form of rise. RAISE, rise. It's a past tense is rose. Rise, rose, risen. Rise, V1. V2 means second form of the verb, rose. And third form means past participle is rise, rose, risen. So, as per the need of a statement, we require to use here V2 form of the verb. So where V2 form is used in the given option, horizon or would rise. So these options we cannot consider. And the correct option is rose another 2 feet. Option A is the correct one. Now see the third statement. One can live and work in a town without being aware of the daily march of the sun across the sky, without never seeing the moon and stars. without negative word, and never is again negative word. So instead of never, here affirmative word must be used. Hardly or seldom. Seldom means, meaning of seldom word is also scarcely or rarely, like that it is. So we, there is no need to use again negative word along with the without this word. So from the given option means seldom, hardly or ever. From that, ever is the correct option. So the sentence can be, one can live and work in a town without being aware of the daily march of the sun across the sky, without ever seeing the moon and the stars. So that will be the perfect statement. Now see the next one. If I don't know the meaning of the word, if I don't know the meaning of a word, I look it after in the dictionary. Look it after is not like, means it is not correct phrase. So when we are searching something or when we want to find out something, means the correct phrase is look it up. Look it up is the correct phrase. Look after means take care. Look it after won't be there. So look it up means to find out or to search something. So if I don't know the meaning of a word, I look it up in the dictionary, means I search in the dictionary. That is the meaning of the sentence. Now see the next one. Mr. and Mrs. Rao stay in their home every evening. In their home. Actually, here you require to know the proper use of preposition. Okay. So I'm working in the school. That is correct sentence. But I'm waiting at the school gate. Okay. I'm waiting at the house. So at home must be there instead of in their house. So at home. Now see the next one. When we saw him last, he ran to catch a bus. When we saw him last, this part of the sentence means this kind of or kind of sentence is known as the complex sentence. He ran to catch the bus, that is a main clause. And when he ran to catch the bus, so when we saw him last, so that is subordinate clause. And its a type is adverb clause. Okay. Now don't think about that. Now as per the need of a question, just see underline part is ran. Already subordinate sentence means this first part of sentence is in a simple past tense. Okay. So when he saw, sorry, when we saw him last, so at that time what he was doing, that is expected answer, isn't it? But here it was written in a simple past. He ran to catch the bus, so it won't be there. Has run means this can, has run. Run is a V3 form. Okay. Has run means we can use this in a present perfect tense. Had run we can use in a past perfect tense. So these two options we cannot consider. Now see this one, past continuous tense or past progressive tense. This verb can be replaced here. So when we saw him last, he was running to catch a bus. So that will be the perfect sentence. Now let's see few more examples. We are doing this in the interest of the poor. We are doing this in the interest of the poor. Actually, meaning of the sentence is that whatever activities they are doing, that is for the benefit of the poor. Okay. So in the interest of the poor, interest word is used. So it won't be there, and of course in won't be there. In the interest of the poor, that also we cannot consider. For the interest of the poor, that is the correct one. So we are doing this for the interest of poor, means for the benefit of poor. So that will be the perfect tense, perfect sentence. Now see the next one, eighth sentence. He reached his destination at night. He reached he reached his destination at night. He reached only destination, then it won't make clear meaning of the sentence. At his destination, so already at night means at what time he reached, so that is given. On his destination, we cannot use on preposition with that. So already given sentence is the correct one. He reached his destination at night. So no improvement is needed in this given sentence. Now see sentence 9. He one is often pleased with himself. One is often pleased means happy with himself. Why himself? We don't know who is he or she. So one means anyone, he or she. He is often pleased with oneself. Okay. So now here two options are given, A and C. Here one's self, that is wrong. Apostrophe S is given with one's. So correct option is with oneself. So one is often pleased with oneself. That is the correct sentence. Now see the 10th one. The man disappeared after he was rescuing a boy from drawing. Drawn means what? What you are knowing about this word means, yeah, drowning means uh, he saved his life. Means the man disappeared means he was not found anywhere after he was rescuing means he helped the boy, he rescued the boy, he saved the boy from drowning from any lake or river or maybe sea, like that it is. So here in the sentence, underlined part is was rescuing. Already the man disappeared, that is main clause. And when he disappeared, so after he was rescuing a boy. So was rescuing, this is in a past continuous tense. Already given sentence is in a past simple past tense. So here was rescued, has been rescued, has been won't be there. He had rescued. So perfect past rescue word, it's a V3 form is rescued. Had, this auxiliary we can use in the past tense, past perfect tense. So man disappeared after he rescued because that action is over. And that's why we need to use this part of the sentence in a past perfect tense. And that's why option C is the correct one. Now see the next example. I shall be obliged if you could grant me an interview. If you could grant me an interview. So, could grant, it means that it's a polite way to ask for the permission. And that's why here sentence is perfect one. No improvement is required for this. You give me or you allow me or you permit me. So could and grant cannot be replaced by these given verbs. So no improvement. This given sentence is the perfect one. See the 12th one. By 8 in the morning, he wrote 4 letters to his friend. By 8 means till 8 o'clock in the morning. He had completed his work, and that also means when the statement was done, that action was continued but in a past. So the sentence must be in past perfect continuous tense. Four type of the sentence, and for that had along with that bw and been and verb plus ing we must use, and that where you are able to see in the given option A had written. If we will use had written, then it will be past perfect tense. Was writing means a past progressive or past continuous tense. So we don't want these two options, so this one is the perfect option or substitute for this underlined verb. So by 8 in the morning, he had been writing 4 letters to his friends. Now see the next statement. But for one witness, the accused ought to have been sent to jail. Already we had discussed about the model auxiliary in our previous sessions. We had discussed type of verbs, and there we have even discussed about the model auxiliaries and its functions. So as per the need of the sentence, auxiliary must be used here. Ought to have been sent. So this one statement is wrong one. So which verb can replace this? Now see, consider this given option: would have, had, should have. Improvement is necessary, so we cannot think for this no improvement. Would have, had, and should have. Now see the remaining part of the sentence. But for one witness, the accused dash being sent to jail. So we want to show possibility, okay, and that also in the past. So option A is the correct one. Would have been sent to jail. So option A is the correct one. Now see the other examples. We have been retracing our steps to one long cabin 10 minutes ago. So retracing means searching or following something as it was happened in the past. So what can be the correct option we can use to improve the sentence? We have been retracing. So what is the tense of the given sentence? It is a present perfect continuous tense. We have been retracing. But 10 minutes ago means actually sentence must be in the past tense. So there is no need to use progressive, perfect, present perfect, continuous. So instead of that, already that action took place 10 minutes ago, means past perfect tense must be used here. So to we had to trace our step to long cabin, to log cabin 10 minutes ago. Now see the 15th one. I was struck by his singular appearance. I was struck. Struck means like a shocked by his singular appearance. Now, after observing this sentence, I can see that there is no improvement is necessary. But let's see what options are given to replace this underlined part. Struck by how he singularly appears. So this cannot be considered. Struck by his single appearance. Single appearance, so that cannot be considered. single appearance. These words. Appearance is in a noun form, so singular must be there. And the third option is had stricken. So this is also wrong one. So none of these options can be used to substitute this underlined part. So no improvement. Now see the 16th one. John decided to go to the Advocate General to clear his name of the accusation. Now again here, John decided, simple past tense, to go to the Advocate General. So he decided what he decided to go to that. And for what? To clear his name. So grammatically, there is no error in the sentence. So no improvement is needed even in the 16th sentence. Now see the next one. They were being commanded to wait till the signal was given. They were being commanded. Being commanded. This is use and where. It shows that sentence is means where we can use this actually by whom they were commanded. So that is not mentioned here, but they were being commanded. Object, they is what object here. So this sentence is in a passive voice. When the subject is first, then the sentence will be in the active voice. But this given sentence is in a passive voice. Where being commanded, so we unnecessary it is made continuously. Continuous means past continuous tense. So instead of that, what can be replaced here? Commanded, given command, command only. So no, commanded can be used where commanded. Command, it's a V3 form is commanded. So they were commanded to wait. That will be the correct statement. Now next one, he could not be able to. Could not be able. Could not be won't be there. When we are using able or unable, are along with that primary auxiliary am, is, or were, was or were as per the pronoun and the tense of the sentence must be used. As this given sentence is in the past tense, subject is he, so in past tense, primary auxiliary is was. So he was, and the negative sentence it is. So he was not able to. So option C is the correct one. These both are not correct or not suitable to the given statement. Next one, River Damodar in the West Bengal carried the effluents from the Durgapur industrial complex for miles. So what that river is carrying? Vestige of water or water which contain chemical from that these industries. Okay. So carried the effluents. These words we require to replace. So what can be here? Here subject is what? River Damodar. So Damodar river is the singular one. So instead of carry, this sentence is in a simple present tense. So carry is the verb here. In when the sentence is in a simple present tense and the subject is singular, then with verb s or es we have to add carry. So when we are adding s to it, so instead of y, I and es will be there. So carries the effluents. That will be the perfect substitute for this underlined part. So the sentence can be River Damodar in the West Bengal carries the effluents from the Durgapur industrial complex to the miles. And the last sentence, he bowed down at the altar, means that holy place. So here we used to give respect to that place. So at won't be there, before the altar. We bow down before the God, not at the God. So before the altar, that is the correct option. So here, after observing all these slides, you are able to understand to get correct option for the improvement of the sentence. You should have good knowledge of the tenses as well as what kind of helping verb should be used in which type of tense. Okay, so that's all for the day and have a nice day.